Alright, we're back. Let's shut off all this Mario Maker stuff. Let's get the bot to chill out. No. Was it an agreeable list, Kami? I hope. Well, Meg White was rated?
Super Mario Galaxy!
Wow. That's pretty bad.
Leave Meg White alone.
Well, no. Meg White she is a drummer.
Yeah.
But I don't think, well...
Yeah, she has, like, social anxiety issues.
Yeah, but I don't think she should be on the list of the 100 best drummers, because her thing isn't that she's an extremely proficient drummer.
She didn't put herself on that list.
I'm not mad at Meg White. I've not
She
nothing.
doesn't deserve that.
I have nothing against Meg White. I like the White Stripes. I like her style of drumming.
Leave her alone.
I'm talking about the listers. I don't have any problem with the people that are present on it. All right. Mario Galaxy is a pretty sweet game. All right. Well, we already have a Mario. I guess we can do my Mii. Oh, it doesn't have my Mii because the Wii channel is separate from the Wii U channel. We'll do Toad. Hey Wilson, how you doing? All right, Andrew, if you wanna pop in.
I'm working.
Okay, well let me know. Every 100 years, a comet appears in the skies above the Mushroom Kingdom. The comet was so large one year, it filled the skies and sent countless shooting stars raining down. The toads brought the shooting stars to the castle, where they became a great power star. It should have been a very happy time for the citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom. That was the night of the Star Festival, held once every 100 years to celebrate the comet.
Dear Mario, I'll be waiting for you at the castle on the night of the Star Festival.
Ah, very good. You've come to the right place, Wilson.
From Peach.
Yeah, I've never played Galaxy 2, but for a few minutes at a friend's house. Keith Moon? Keith Moon doesn't really play drums though. He plays fills all the time. He would be like going to someone's house for dinner and just having nothing but dessert. Okay, it seems like the Wiimote sensitivity is fine. The game's very pretty. I'd love to see an HD release of this, because this is only 480p. She's got a cake, as is her way. Where is Neil Peart on there? Hey Ben. This is a pretty cool rendition of the Bowser airship theme. As is his way. Spoiler alert, Peach gets kidnapped. It's so rote now, like they kind of make jokes on it in the later Mario games. Yeah. Yeah, was it Charles Martinet? He's the voice of Mario, Luigi, Waluigi, and Wario, I think. He doesn't do a lot other than the Mario universe voices, as far as I know. I imagine that's a pretty cushy job for him. Wop wop. Jump. I like that this game was really colorful. There were quite a few Wii games in this era that were kind of buying into the whole like brown and green. Twilight Princess probably being the biggest offender. She is working at the moment, but maybe we'll see if she'll join. She's been pretty busy out here, like lots to do even when she's normally done with work. She's got like a book that she's working on. But if we're still playing it and she's free, maybe. Even in the face of adversity, Mario says, Wahoo! We still need a Waluigi main series game, right? People have speculated that Waluigi's game should be Wrecking Crew. This song shows up in Andrea's Pandora all the time. Really is good with the elements. This video is so copyright flagged on YouTube already just from this song playing. I wonder. So I guess the monsters don't actually like speak. I always interpreted them as talking. Maybe we just gave them like grunty sound effects. Peach gets to say Mario's name. Hey Joe man. Yeah, I'm gonna save Dark Souls until I've played Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, and Bloodborne. Probably be nice to come at it when it's been out for a little while longer. Overqualified plumber. I can only think of a couple Mario games that really take a nod to the fact that he's a plumber from a mechanics perspective. There's Mario and Luigi Superstar game that does it, the entire dungeon. So here's your Mario Galaxy cell. You're doing this quite a bit. It's kind of cool. You're running on these little planetoids. Cool. How you liking it, Joe man? I beat Dark Souls on stream, but I haven't played any of the other Souls games, so they'll be blind playthroughs for me on Twitch. Back here, buddy. I don't know if I'm actually allowed to shoot him. Alright, there's no punch button. Holy marshmallow star that turned into a button. There's sometimes some fun little mechanics like that. There's another one. Maybe not. I don't remember if there's like a Wiimote swinging mechanic in this one. We'll see. This game is remarkably pretty though. I can crouch. Maybe it's for this corner. Whee! I can use this to pick up some of these little star bits on the map. There's another button that I can access. It'll let me grab onto that thing, you know? It's just that I have to like, run into it. Yeah, you hear that? Good art direction is absolutely timeless. This game will always look good, I think. Compared to like Mario 64 or so. That's what I was hearing. Get back here! Can I stun him with this thing? Instead of shooting it where I was, you should have shot it where I was going to be. Yeah, it's actually kind of cool. It's been true for a lot of Mario games. It's like not needing to use the air stall in any of the new Mario games. They're just there for fun. There's one near here, right? Can we hear it? Maybe it's in this pipe. Yeah, there we go. Back here. Okay, so like the second person can pick up these little star bits for you and shoot them while you're running around. Or you can just do it as the main player too. Nice. You caught all of us. Maybe you really can help Mama. So I won't be 100%ing this game. I'll probably get the minimum required stars to beat it, but as with all the other 3D Mario games, they get a lot of bang for their buck at each of the levels with the different stars you can collect. Galaxy has a really good soundtrack. It's Koji Kondo's foray into like the orchestral. I think it works really well in this. He still keeps the melodic focus. You can still sing along with a lot of them. Yeah, there's a shooting noise that comes out of the Wiimote speaker. If it's really loud or sharp, let me know and I'll turn the speaker down. I think I turned it up for No More Heroes. Or if it's just that it's poor quality, I'll leave it on though. Waltziness, I can hear that. Hey, I thought I could do something else. It's shaking the Wiimote. This is a later Wii title, right? Where they had kind of figured out what did and didn't work with the Wiimote. So like doing a generic shake will almost always register. They can rely on that. I like that they don't really require the pointing mechanic. It's bonus. Alright, here, let me try toning it down then a bit. Thank you. We'll keep it that low. Not close down. Shake the Wiimote to use a launch star. Go and explore the universe. All through together. That should be better. If you can still hear it and it's harsh, just shut it off. It's not really important. I think it still comes through the main game audio. Add a launch star. Find out the star chip to fix it. Make sure not to fall in the black hole. Right, they had to add this black hole because the whole idea with you don't really have holes to fall in, which is kind of a classic way to die in Mario. So certain planets will have a hole in the center that if you fall in, they lose a life. It's really cool how they do that. Yeah, so like if you had a second player, they can zap the Goombas. This game is really, really great. I would recommend this if you have like a son or a daughter, or a young niece or a nephew, or you're otherwise in a situation with you're a pretty competent gamer and the person you're playing with is not. Because the second player is not necessary by any means. All they can do is help. And the things that they have to do to help are very easy to execute. So namely, point at something and click to shoot a star bit at it or stun it temporarily. It can be really satisfying. You know, it's sort of like some of us used to do as kids. I don't know if any of you remember this. Me and my sister would play video games, and one of us would actually be playing the game. The other person would be holding a player 2 controller that wasn't plugged in, pretending like they were playing. It's like that, but they actually get to do something. Later, Frapp. See you next time. What is the scientific reactor? Clearly. They got a lot of room. There's some really clever levels in this. You remember how when we were playing Super Mario 3D Land, kind of the same thing, like excited to see each level to see what crazy stuff they're going to do with it. In a way that some of the other 3D Mario games don't quite feel that way. It doesn't feel like you're seeing new things all the time. Do you see that one of these had the key? There it is. The game audio is loud compared to my voice. It's probably the distance of the microphone from my face. You know, if that helps at all. I can turn the game down a little bit too if I need to. But thanks, Yukiko. Alright, let's talk to this Luma. Transform into a Sling Star. Cool, thank you. Do you think Mario graphic styles reach through? I think so. Like, what else are you gonna do with it, right? I guess you could have more and crazier effects on the screen, but like, this is what Mario is gonna look like forever. You can't. And I think it's good that Nintendo has appreciated that. They did a brief stint, like with Smash Brothers Brawl, of trying to make him look like he had like photorealistic textures on his jean and his overalls. It's like that's really not necessary. Mario does not need photorealistic jean textures, denim textures. Coins to heal. I just have to run into them when they're stunned to kill them. Nice. Oh god. Scary face. Wonk. I think that might stun enemies if they're near to it, I'm not sure. There's another Goomba in here somewhere, right? I just love this design though. It feels like it shouldn't work, you running along these planets, but for whatever reason it does. Like, I guess they were really careful with tweaking the controls. This is one of those games where this level design, if they didn't do a lot of testing and like collection of player feedback, there's no way this would have worked. It would have been more frustrating than fun. But it feels intuitive. Mario tends to... It feels like Mario does what you tell him to do, if that makes sense. Yeah, right, Sir Cucumber? I think I was talking about it a while ago. I think it was Game Informer did a April Fool's joke a few years ago that was Mushroom Kingdom Hearts that had exactly that. Mario with a Keyblade. And I was like, you bastards. Skyrim hot textures. That might be terrifying, because Mario is like... He's a cartoon character. If you made him look photorealistic, I guess they could just make a game where you play as, like, computer-generated Bob Hoskins. Ugh. You have to save the Grand Star. Using the Grand Star to power the awful machine. Looks like it's making something. Find a way to stop that machine. I like some of the ways they come up with. So, like, I posted that link a little bit earlier to the 4-stage level design, the creator of Mario Galaxy. And this, these little rotating electrodes are an example of that. We saw it earlier in a really simple effect, and now we're seeing it again with a little bit of a twist from the first time. I think that's the idea: is you introduce a mechanic, you play around with it a little bit. You introduce a twist, and then you use it to beat the level. So we don't know if we're going to see those in the ending of this level. We'll keep an eye out for that 4-stage level design and some of the later worlds in this. Yes, go for it, Propagable. Thank you for asking. Wilson. I think I like it very much when developers, especially like Nintendo, realize the level of technology and visuals that they need for their game to be fun, and then just kind of stop there and focus their resources elsewhere. It's kind of a problem that AAA games are demanding a certain level of photorealism and voice acting, like that increases the cost of a AAA game tremendously. These huge art departments and voice talent departments cost a lot of money that might otherwise have been spent on story or mechanics or more levels. Click this link from Propagable. There you go. Just throw that into Blender, right? You got yourself a game. I discovered a new galaxy. Which in this game I think means like star cluster. Or even like star system. At least the poor Lumas will survive now. Well, I think that there's even a difference for you, Yukupo, right? Like, how would you feel being put on a project where you weren't asked to do, or you're going over like much more stylized graphics, where you could probably churn out, you know, 5 models in the time it might take you to do one ultra detailed model. That makes sense. I bet it's still fun to do. Like, I guess it depends on the project, but I would think that sometimes like coming up with more ideas, making more creatures and maps and characters and like might be more interesting than spending all that time honing in on one creature or character to make it look perfect. Imagine that gets tedious at some point.
Look.
We observe galaxies from domes. I don't think it's applicable in the Mario Galaxy universe. It's pretty much just for fun. They called it Mario Galaxy because that's a cool name. Yeah, there's only a few games that, at least, I try to let the voice acting play on Twitch. Not everyone reads at the same speed. But when I'm playing off Twitch, I usually do the same thing. As soon as I finish reading, I cut to the next step. I think I let it play in Mass Effect. That's the only one I can really think of that I do that all the time with. Yeah, so like if people are just talking while you're walking around, the Half-Life approach to voice acting. Okay. You always let the voice acting play, Joe Man. Right. These are galaxies being observed from the dome. Oh shoot. I thought I just replaced the batteries on this. It could just be that there's so many like wireless devices in this office that it's crapping itself. Like what is... Oh no, I guess the battery is actually dying. Alright, hold on guys. Got a stack of these in the room. No, Ben, just because I'm getting up doesn't mean I'm feeding you.
But he's hungry now.
Stand up for half a second. I have had this problem with Wiimote batteries dying, and I think it's because they're really sensitive to getting turned on just by getting bumped. I almost need to have like a lock switch so that they don't try to connect at all until you switch them on. It would take that small inconvenience of having to do a switch to not have to have my batteries die so often. There we go. That's better. Really sensitive to getting turned on. You heard it here. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I think that more games should push for the Half-Life approach, but it's hard to do that. I guess people don't think about writing for games that way. That's kind of approaching game design holistically and saying, let's design this whole scene around this conversation. Whereas often the person who's designing your level is not really going to interact very much with the person who's doing the writing for the game. So that's why you'll see so many games where the conversation is just separate and it's something that you have to tap through. Later, Joe Man. Thanks for hanging out. See you next time. Yeah. And Metal Gear Solid is basically a movie. No, I hope that more developers start realizing that. I've seen games get crapped on for not having voice acting. This song's pretty sweet, by the way. This comes up on Pandora all the time. Quite a bit here. Someone would do me a favor. Whenever I mention on Twitch that I should make a sound effect for something, somebody send me a Discord DM about it. Or mention it in the general chat or something. I would like to do a Metal Gear sound effect for whenever a character does that in a game. Just all the time. This is probably a completely unnecessary way to get up there, but... Oh, maybe it doesn't work. I'll try going in the house. Oh, what's your sound effect idea, Chaos? Yeah, I think you get 2, actually. Subscriber level in for watching for 480 hours. Might still do one for Yukipo. Were you thinking one of the Shenmue sound effects? Oh, do a spin at the apex? Change direction? Oh, thank you, Spiky. That's helpful. Is this game speed ran at all? I don't know. No, that's a silly question. Every game is speed ran. I'm just curious if anybody knows. Yeah. There we go. Nice. That's pretty useful. Kind of like air stalling. Gotcha. Alright, sounds good, Chaos. Excited? Alright. Da-da-da, way more mushrooms than I'm probably gonna need. This thing go away eventually? Oh, it totally does! No! Damn it. Well, now I know for next time. I can hear that real soon. That makes sense. SMG equals SMG 2%. What does that mean? I wonder what the time is for... Oh, is this just another way into the same room? Might be. I think those are coins that you can get, are there? They're there for some reason. On the any percent run. Oh, sometimes they run both games. Interesting. Shit. They are very similar. 2 has Yoshi, I think, is the biggest mechanical change. It's more of these cool worlds. Gotcha. We have the star bits and the coins as a thing to collect for most of the game. Whee! Walk. I think that might be, because you'll revisit some of these worlds. I think this game is, of all the 3D Mario games, this one's probably the best about revisiting worlds but not reusing a lot of the content from them. You end up reusing a small amount and then visiting totally new planets. You get to do a little bit more like micro-level design in this. Couple cool things here. I think you can, you have a player 2 that can stun those things. You might be able to break them too. time limit. No. Oh my god. Not looking good. Some of these coins with the health there. Whew. How does Mario breathe? How is Babby formed? Maybe like Rosalina gives him magical ability to survive on any planet. Exposure's not an issue. You can spin into the red part. Yeah, I thought so. I remember doing that when it was, oh, cool. I remember doing that when I played it 2-player because you can stun them for a second and then break them. I don't know if I could do it while they're moving. Fun way to make you spin up that with the enemies nearby that you have to spin for. Oh no! They're pretty quick about restocking you when you die on planets. I don't really worry about it. This one. You can get through it without ever hitting them there. Can you zap them too? I don't think they're zappable. I think there's a limit to the number of times you can get those out of them, and maybe they stop spawning after a while. So you're gonna get infinite star bits. Eventually you want to save some of the star bits and use them to unlock stuff, if I recall. Yeah, it's finite amount. Bounce. Oh, cool. This is such a good game. Good music, good visuals, really fun level design. A good chunk of the game is just waiting to see what the next idea is going to be. It's probably my favorite 3D Mario. Come here. I get it now? Maybe I can't. He's just invisible for a second. Wow, they have a shit ton of star bits. Nice. I guess they do act as coins in most respects. You still have coins for getting health back. That's kind of nice. They give you something that's there to refill your health, and they give you something that's there in wide supply for you to collect. Because if coins both refilled your health and were as plentiful as star bits, you would never be at risk of dying from damage. Oh, really? You like that Galaxy 2 more? Right on. I'll have to play it then. See if somebody gets it on the voting spreadsheet. Oh right, you can pick those up while you're flying. Gives you something to do during the fancy loading screen. That's Ricky Gumby. Good job, Andrew. This is a pretty basic level. This boss fight, kind of exploring the whole idea of what can you do in a boss fight in Mario Galaxy that wouldn't make sense in another 3D Mario game. Went all the way around the planet to get behind him. I don't know if the flying jump forward in this game is faster than regular movement like it is in some of the earlier games. Oh, he gets tired eventually. That's one way to beat him, I guess. Gotta get some coins, shit. That lovely beeping sound. I did see some. There is a short cooldown on how often you can do that, which is cool. How they did that. There we go. Pokemon battle music. It's Mario, so it was 3 hits. Are you gonna try to do a Twitter feed display too, Andrea? There's like a pretty common widget used for that, right? Oh, there goes Earthbound.
I should try to do the Facebook button first.
Fun boss fight.
Yeah, Twitter feed's probably good.
Those are Starbits to Lumas are the tastiest, most delectable treats imaginable. Yeah, what did that guy do to deserve getting his ass kicked? Just because he's a piranha plant? It's obviously a monster. Just making sure you have enough to shoot at him, I guess. Shoot them at enemies or feed them at a hungry loon. Either way, Starbits will be a big help to you in your adventure. Sounds good, Peter. He did nothing wrong. His only sin was being a piranha plant. Andrea. New flavor of Mountain Dew. Snack of cosmic proportions. So we're back at this level, but our approach to it's going to be very different this time. We do that a little bit in Mario 64, but I feel like it's definitely more pronounced in this one, where you'll come into the same starting area, but then when you go to completely different planets. Counts as being stunned, it's exciting. We'll pick up the Starbits a bit better. I wonder how concerned speedrunners are with like collecting lots of Starbits with the Wiimote. Imagine that can be distracting to the quick platforming. And you kind of get a preview of all the different planets you'll eventually get to visit. Every time you fly around like that, you won't go to all of them in every like level when you come back to the star. But it's nice when you come in and get excited, like, ooh, what's that giant glass thing in the distance? Coins are placed much more carefully in this, I feel like. Since you have fewer hit points. I don't remember if there's swimming in this game in the way that there is. I think I might be able to spin in that when I hit it. Maybe next time. Just don't remember how, like, secret stars work in this. Really? That seems pretty unusual. So it's just like a new game file, Sir Cucumber, except that it has... They've already maxed out, they've like done Starbit farming or something? Those are like mini launchers, basically. I'd imagine that they wouldn't have to and wouldn't want to worry too much about it. Skip it again. Paying closer attention as we're flying. Hey you got any Starbits? Give me a bunch. I'll burst with snacky happiness and transform. 100 Starbits? I need quite a few more. Oh, it sounds awful. Okay. And nobody wants to watch that. And I guess they can't like get the star bits by just like hitting them occasionally on their normal route. Maybe that's enough of a time sink that really the most efficient way to do it is the bowling course repeat. Wow, that's crazy spiky. If only they could skip it, right? Oh, I don't think that was counting when I was shooting him. It was actually being the screen. Let's try back out and coming back. Maybe that's only a thing I can get if I come here for the first time with enough star bits. So I don't know if I'm allowed to return. Find out soon. I see. That is a shit ton of star bits. Yeah, I see why they do that. I'm trying to think of other like games that have speedruns that allow that sort of thing. These things have star bits in them. There we go. Small number. Won't be enough if we can get back. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna take me back. There we go. Fatty Magoo. Look how happy he is. He's so fat. New planet was born. Awesome. Yeah, right, Wilson? You always have some of that with Mario games. This game on LSD. I found a coin. I found a coin. I found a coin. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, interesting. That's cool. I guess that's not terribly different from like using glitches, right? It's interesting to see those like speedrun categories coalesce in those communities. People come to an agreement on what's fair and what's not fair. Because there's not like a deciding body, right? But I think just everyone is reasonable and sportsmanlike about it, so... Yeah, you know, we don't want this to be a 15-hour run. Gonna need that cash money. Cash rules everything around Mario. Oh, this is pretty cool. This is fun. Yeah, I think, without having played Mario Galaxy 2 for more than about 20 minutes, I think the reason I could see why people might like it more is that this developer got a chance to really figure out what he wanted to do with like Super Mario 3D Land and after beating this one. So like this kind of level is very much in his style. The alternating gravity. I think that we needed to not fall there. Let's try it again. Do 2 AC runs. I'm not sure what that is, Chaos, what is it? Give me plenty of time to dodge that nicely screwed up. No! No getting crushed, Mario. That's pretty good. It's disorienting in a fun way. Wonk. I assume that there's a finite number of star bits and coins you can earn every level too. Figure out how to get all of them. I don't think that they have any, like, you have to get 100 coins in order to get a star, like you did in, not Mario, what was it? Mario 64. Realizing that I can't fall off this is counterintuitive, right? You have no choice but to come down here, though. You have to get used to looking for the little black holes to know if falling is a danger or not. Oh, really? Dude, I didn't know that about Lufia 2. I think I beat Lufia 2 on a rental. I never played it much further than that. First try. Really? I thought the camera in this game was actually quite good, given what's going on. The controls in this are remarkably tight in general. Is that really just something that you can do when you first boot up Lufia 2? I wonder how I completely missed that option. Yeah, I'm gonna save my game. You know it. I might be able to do another galaxy now? Yeah, galaxies are good. Honeyhive Galaxy. B Mario takes flight. Oh, I completely forgot about B Mario. Awesome. They just make Mario games at the end of time by giving, you know, 3 new costumes per game. I think this one has some pretty cool design space, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Don't hear this song very much, unlike Pandora. Move the camera. M in the distance. That's cool. Oh, like, is there any, like, taboo about using emulators for speedruns? I imagine that it's useful for practicing to be able to save state and all. Like, if there's a particular segment that you need to practice, but I don't know about, like, if there's official competition rules about doing it on a cartridge or whatever. I've heard people describe that as a barrier to getting into a certain kind of speedrun category. Or people care if you're playing it on like a virtual console. It's been made available for that. What's keeping you from streaming, Sir Cucumber? It's always slower. Interesting. Makes sense. That's a dead end. You might be able to shoot up to that later. I'll try. Where did the bee spawn? Down here with the bee mushroom? Down here somewhere. Whee! Haha, that's fun. Yeah, this game's pretty great, Jiv. I'm a big fan of it. I'm excited to be playing it again. I think that when it came out, I played it in a big rush. I bought it around launch time, and then I approached it a second time. I think I started it a couple times, maybe with Andrea. I didn't get terribly far in the second playthroughs. Oh, they ate a buzz around. Aww. B Mario is so cute. But if you touch water, you lose the costume. Oh, cool. Oh, interesting. The virtual console is actually faster. Huh. It's like for loading screens or something? Like where's the time difference being made up? Beatles. Jiv, have you played Mario Galaxy 2 as well? I wonder if we're gonna get a 3D Mario in the Wii U generation. Maybe not until the NX. Yeah, have you seen the 4-stage level design video on YouTube from this creator? Jiv? Try reposting it real quick. 1 sec. It's really cool. I think it's on this one. Yeah, check that out sometime. It kind of walks through the level design in this, Mario Galaxy 2, and especially Super Mario 3D Land and World. Yeah, I heard about that from D-Rock Chaos. Well, I guess when people like would just take that into account, whatever the time difference is in posting times, control for it, that might get frustrating, right? I like this game's approach of the costumes being like infinitely restockable if you make a mistake. I guess Mario Galaxy or Mario 64 does that too, right? You have the little hat boxes that you have to break into. Oh, would it be slower on the new 3DS Virtual Console then, since that one is pixel perfect? Do I have like a Z target? Okay, I'm good behind me. Super Mario Universe for NX. That could be cool. I'm gonna talk to the bee, maybe he has an idea. What's up, buddy? Grab a flower stem and shake it for a boost. Right. Oh, that's super satisfying. You're super satisfying. Aww. Womp womp. Yeah, when Mario goes on the suicide mission to stop the Reapers, build up a team. Oh, I see what I was doing wrong now. Oh, this game is delightful. It's very relaxing to play too. I like that some of the things you can talk to just kind of talk when you get close to them without having to trigger a dialogue. We can stick to honey walls. Cool. Oh, coins refill your climbing. That's cool. Did not realize that. Is this a flower that I can trigger? Actually not entirely sure what the role of that is. That's what the role of that is. Oh, does it just take me around to where I just came from? Probably. Well, there we go. There is some cool design space in the... Oh no! The bee costume. Where you kind of want to tap the button rather than hold it down and hover. Yeah, like... Why did they go with a bee suit? Don't know that they have an answer or feel like they need to provide us with one. There's space bees. They must like Futurama, Yukipo. Deadly, deadly space bees. I'd love to see a an HD re-release of both games, Calvin. I don't know, there might be a hack for Mario Galaxy if you play it on Dolphin that gets it in HD. Yeah, I guess it would function the same way if it was a suit with a jetpack. You wouldn't be able to crawl on honey though. Slurms McKenzie. You see the original party worm, Andrea? Friggin' piranha plants, man. Y'all have better things to do. Probably not, actually. Your purpose is to eat things that land in your mouth. Who might you be? You're in the most vexing predicament and require assistance. The most furious itchiness plagues our entire being. It must be stopped. Please find the source at once. Oh, she's furry like a colossus. We have to go find her magical weak point and stab her. Remember the like fuzz effect in this game blowing my mind when I played it for the first time. Easily impressed.
Oh my god, it worked!
Good job!
I figured out how to get the Twitter button to align vertically in the middle so that the list doesn't look like bullshit.
Good job,
Which
Andrea.
involved going into something called a CSS file.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Anyway.
But you haven't worked with CSS before, right?
No! I don't
Yeah,
even know what it is!
Good job.
I'm not entirely sure what I just did, but I followed the instructions
Captain Toad!
on the thing.
You googled it, and that was enough?
I googled it.
CSS is like HTML styling. It makes
Right, I figured
HTML
it
stuff
was
look super
styling.
pretty.
There were 2 options. Anyway, I'm really excited. That took me way longer than it needed.
Good job! Congratulations!
Thank you.
You should be proud. Andrea had the problem at her old job in California of like
It's
people not
deployed
being
yet.
excited about stuff like that.
See, this is the
When you have a small victory.
current Hawk website.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Right. And then this is the new and improved Andrea Hawk website.
Ooh. Ooh. I like that much better. I like the color scheme that kind of...
Yeah, they did a nice job. And if you read the description...
You got an exclamation point victory.
Thank you.
Yeah, that sounds familiar from what you were telling me the other day.
But if look at this is what it is currently. I know.
You should share it. Is that public yet?
No.
Okay. When it's public, we should share it with Twitch chat.
Basically, I took what was 2 sentences and turned it into 2 paragraphs with links to things. So you get a link to the CERN. So right, I link a TEV, links to this page, which is CERN's page describing energies.
Oh, and that goes into the mosquito thing?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then I talk about the highest energy cosmic ray ever observed, and it links to the Wikipedia page on the Oh My God particle. Boom.
That's really awesome. That's much better than the old one. You should preserve the old one somewhere, like put a screenshot.
Yeah, all the files are SVN controlled.
Yeah, but I mean like, save a
Oh,
screenshot so when we share it with Twitch, they can see how much better it is now that it's Andreified. Oh, no observatory. I remember hearing, I mean, nobody said that Super Mario Galaxy 2
why is it
was...
vertical alignment in the middle the default for this Twitter widget? Anyone works
a
for
good
Twitter. I know.
Fix that shit.
I'll go pay Josh.
I remember hearing when Mario Galaxy 2 first came out that people were like, what, this is just more of the same Mario Galaxy? But like, to me, it's like, I want more Mario Galaxy. I'm not gonna bitch about that. Just give me more, if it's basically just an expansion. Give me more levels, I'm down.
Oh, so I haven't expanded the text in Spanish, because I don't speak Spanish, but I did add the Twitter follow button in Spanish.
Segway. Very nice.
Now we know.
Very
Because
nice.
they give you that option when you copy and paste the HTML.
That's cool.
Same.
Yeah, linearity really isn't a problem for me. I mean, I can't really think of terribly many games where the non-linearity is a gigantic selling point for me. Because a lot of the times, like, there's the feeling of non-linearity when it really isn't there. I guess Metroidvanias are kind of important. It's kind of exploration focused, but I feel like the order in which you proceed through the levels in Mario never really has been important. You can kind of still explore the individual areas at your own pace. Yeah, you like hub worlds in general, though? Fair enough. I think this is still an outstanding game. Seems like the correct one to play first before Mario Galaxy 2. I feel like the immersion of a hub world, not sure. Yeah, the painting solution in Peach's Castle is pretty smart. Walk. Not sure what these switches do. Yeah, Wilson, I'm pretty excited for it. Maybe we'll do a launch stream of Bloodstained. I try to avoid launch streams for games that are like really easy to come by, to read anything that's like not on 3DS. But there are a couple games I'm pretty excited about. That's definitely one of them. That and Mario, or Zelda Wii U, and Mass Effect 4. We'll see what else when it comes out. Ukulele's gonna be pretty sweet. Oh god, broken one. Yeah, Andrea, do you have like certain browsers that you're just not gonna worry about? Like IE6? I remember I had to deal with that when I worked in UAT testing. Annoying browser testing, every combination. Yeah, I backed Ukulele and ouch. Ukulele and Bloodstained. I'm excited for Mighty Number 9 too, the Mega Man game. He's a couple years late on it though. I went to a panel on it at PAX like 2 years ago. It was about to be released at the time. I think they've released some like partial demos. They've been pretty cool. Yeah. You've transformed into Rainbow Mario. You're invincible. Shit, yeah. You know it, game. I like Rainbow Mario. Star bits are temporary. Okay. I can use it for what it was necessary for, unless there's like a big boss fight here I could have used it on. Whee! That was satisfying. What's up, B-Dude? Those mandibugs have taken over our observation deck. I'm gonna be so mad. No, what's the recent Earthbound secret? That's really cool, I had no idea. Ow, friggin' mandibug. Why you gotta be so rude? Health grade is 6. I think that's just for this level, though. Not even for the entire level, just for, like, this one attempt at it. No? We got time for no mandibugs. Really? That's crazy, Calvin. Wow. I heard about one the other day for, was it Punch-Out? Somebody found a tell during the Piston Honda fight. Like one of the audience people in the background in the crowd like ducks briefly at exactly the right moment where you need to punch to one-hit KO Piston Honda. It's really cool seeing little Easter eggs and glitches like that being found so long after their release. I never knew about the Chris Holyhan room in Link to the Past. Poor kid. Yeah, the whole, like, second controller thing. I guess there's another one that somebody found a little bit less recently. It's like there's a camera flash that tells you when you're supposed to hit Bald Bull, is that it? Something like that. Someone in the audience, like, flashes a camera. There's some speculation that well, people were originally thinking that the little tells in Punch-Out were due to memory saving, that like the behavior of the crowd was run by the same RNG seed that, you know, affected the behavior of the fighters. So it was just a coincidence that they happened to be linked. But the developer came out and said, no, that stuff was intentional and there's more stuff you guys can find.
That's
Calvin.
interesting.
Yeah, so when they announced Cloud and Super Smash Brothers, I was like, man, everyone's uncle who works at Nintendo is finally proven right. You can get Mew, you just have to go under the truck. Yeah, I wonder if kids these days are still gonna have that, like, experience of the lying classmate. I wonder if that was unique to us with the fledgling internet or lack of internet. It wasn't easy to fact check people.
Did you know, according to Facebook's like button algorithms, in Mexican Spanish, it's still just English like and share.
Really?
But in Spain Spanish,
It changes
it's
it?
Me gusta y compartir.
Interesting. I
And so
didn't know
since
that.
Doc is in Mexico, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Mexican,
And just have it be
which
English.
apparently is it's like you hear on the radio station, hacer click, like do it, click on this link, so do it, click. But that's super interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And
That's
so now
really
if
cool.
someone asks me why isn't it in Spanish in the Spanish
You'll have an
website,
answer.
I'll say, well, I'm using
Manual
the
style.
Mexican Spanish because it's in Mexico, which uses the
Ben.
English words like.
Ben's not gonna.
And I'd be happy to switch it to the Spanish, but the last time they had that conversation about how to translate dark matter, it was a big old shit show.
Mm-hmm.
Because, remember that conversation? Translating dark matter.
Yeah, I remember the
way
conversation.
That, like, this council in Spain says to do it, and people were like, fuck you, I don't want to.
Right. Materia obscura, right?
Yeah. What was the other one?
I think it's oscura instead of
right,
obscura.
Whether or not you have the B in there. Obscura, obscura.
I don't have the YouTube chat turned on, MKW, because I'd like to have like the entire chat centralized in one area. First of all, it's a little tough for me to focus on chats in Hitbox, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. And then also, I'd like the people in chat to be able to interact with each other. So if someone's talking in YouTube chat and they're not also in Twitch, you know, when I respond to them, then the people in Twitch chat aren't going to know who I was talking to and vice versa. So it's just an effort to keep the community centralized. My main focus is Twitch. I stream to YouTube as well as a bonus. Yeah, for sure. How's your Wednesday treating you, MKW? I like that they teach you to ride this thing at the beginning. I try to adjust my webcam again. Ben kept going behind the monitor while Andrea was talking and pulling at the wire. He never used to pull at wires. He used to like knock books off shelves and like pull games off shelves. But now that the books are all boxed up, he's decided to find new ways to wreak chaos. And the motion controls in this one are actually pretty tight. This was a late enough Wii game that Nintendo had decided like the best way to make use of the Wiimote. Really, it was some of those early third parties that were the worst about motion controls, I feel like. Yeah, that's actually pretty helpful too. That if you go back and watch the VODs on YouTube, you can see the Twitch chat after the fact. Just talking to nothing. Oh yeah, the soundtrack in this game is outstanding. Do you have the Pandora channel set up for it? This album? It's quite good. Man, I thought I was gonna fall to my death there. There we go, that's better. I haven't played Super Mario Galaxy 2 yet. I mentioned that a little bit earlier. Like, when we do it on Twitch, it's gonna be a blind playthrough. I think it'll be fun. Well, I see why they don't propagable. Like, I'm giving up a pretty significant amount of screen real estate to show the chat there, and I've seen some other streamers that will do like, they'll have like a floating chat that will hover, but usually when they do that it's obscuring the game, and my goal is to have like the game completely unobscured by bullshit, except maybe Twitch alerts every now and then. I might see if I can move that into the corner where it's not blocking the view of the game. Premium Marstead content though. Both of the full soundtracks downloaded, yeah. Koji Kondo pretty much did this entire soundtrack, right? And he's kind of started to move away from Mario since then. We've been bringing some other composers in. They're working together on it. So I guess I have to get all these eggs, huh? I'll do the good egg one. Yeah, not having a green screen. Yeah, that happened one time. I threw a host to somebody after Smash Brothers. The dude was like, "Hey dude, thanks for the host. I watched your stream and your overlay fucking sucks." Like, cool dude, thanks.
Thanks for the feedback.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Go right into the trash.
That one simple trick. Oh, grats, Calvin. Nice. Yeah, what's the hold up in it? Like, what's the really hard part that's gonna take you the longest? I remember there was this like Luigi sprite level in Super Mario Sunshine where you had to collect all the blue coins. That was really, really hard. I don't know if there's something comparable in Mario Galaxy 2. Yeah, my goal is, even though the game overall has less screen real estate, like, I try not to obscure the game, or I try to do it as little as possible. Yeah. Whee! I got stuck on this one for a while. This is the coconut level, right? Yeah. You gotta kick the coconuts into the little flowers. Wow. That's crazy. What do you mean when you say perfect run? Is that like a name of a level or something? And having not played Mario Galaxy, I'm not sure. Wonk! Eat it, Spiny. You see what happens, Spiny, when you mess with Mario. Yeah, Saturn. This game's soundtrack is just, it's delightful. It makes me so happy. Even like the evil music, like the Bowser music, is really cool. Yahoo! I want to say it's the best Mario soundtrack, but do I believe that? I guess main series Mario, because I really like Mario RPG. I wouldn't really consider that in the same vein. Or like the Paper Mario games. I will probably not do Luigi. So my rule as a gamer not streaming on Twitch and YouTube is that I try to beat everything and be a completionist and 100% it. But with me trying to beat every awesome game ever made, it takes so much extra time to do some of that stuff, like play through all of Mario Galaxy a second time with a different character. So I'm probably just going to be on the shortest path to beat this one, get the minimum number of stars to clear it. I think somebody made a cool point the other day that like sometimes people will tune into the channel and see a game they haven't seen before, and if I'm not 100%ing it, that means that there's more for them to experience if they want to go play it themselves sometime. I think it's a good argument too. But yeah, just for time reasons and often for like how interesting the content can be, I usually don't 100% stuff on stream, with very few exceptions. I do like doing that. You sure can, Wilson. Thank you for asking permission. Yes, extra content for Subblock could work. Absolutely. No, Wilson's good to go. Just people under 1 hour. Yeah, so like subscribers on Patreon might say, "Hey, can you play another hour of some of the like DLC content from whatever game, or like the extra dungeon from this game, or what have you?" Oh, that could be fun, Propagator. That'd be fun to get Okami back on stream. I do own Okami Den. Someone wants to add it to the voting spreadsheet. Oh, my question about the perfect run is like, what is the perfect run? Why is it so called? Is that like the name of a level? Cucumber might have answered and I missed it. Yeah, Maze Forest or Mario RPG. Wilson, have you ever been to like a PAX convention? I know we don't have one in the EU yet. Pretty sure that's the next place to add one. There's this really cool like jazz band or funk band called, I think they're called the Super Soul Brothers. They are they have a Twitch channel. They do practices on Sundays. They're pretty cool. They were at TwitchCon too, but they kind of hang out behind the Fangamer booth at PAX and just play sweet like video game RPG music. They were doing the Maze Forest song from Mario RPG at TwitchCon this year. Version of the game, the final level of the game with all the checkpoints removed, your max HP reduced to 1. Yikes. Is that like in the game, or is that something that like, people have enforced onto it? Yeah, I think I'm following them. The name of the mission, gotcha. Yeah, it turns out that some of the stuff that I like to do as a completionist gamer is like brutally boring to watch on Twitch. It was painful when I was playing Mass Effect to not to drive over every square kilometer of planet, even though there's like nothing really interesting to be found there. With Mass Effect 2, I didn't worry so much about doing the side quest because the content is a bit more interesting, you know? It's not just find the artifacts, the collect X pigskins problem from World of Warcraft. That's how you get the final star. Wow, that's brutal. Oh man, the graphics on this planet look really cool. It's like there's this giant chocolate donut that has lava on one side, and there's an evil octopus in it. And it's cool because they just taught us this reflect the coconuts, evil coconut spitting octopus, I should say. Of course. It's Ganondorf, for the same fight mechanic in here. Look how angry he is. Oh shit, I didn't realize I was gonna get that one so soon. He even does the blue balls attack. Nice. Ganondorf retired in the Zelda universe and became a donut lava squid who spits coconuts. Super Mario Galaxy, everybody. This game is such a treat.
Oh, yeah.
You discovered a new galaxy. Donut lava squid. I'm pretty pumped. When Andrew and I buy a house, like I'll finally be able to set up my Rock Band stuff. I got a pretty like intense Rock Band drum setup, like a real electronic drums with a MIDI converter to play the game. I think that'll be a lot of fun to stream on Twitch. And do that on like a Free Play Wednesday thing, so other people with Rock Band can play and we can do songs. 400 star bits. We can afford that.
Got that kind of cash?
Hey, that new galaxy. Sweet, sweet galaxy. Let's do it. Rocky Road.
Yes.
But unfortunately we can't do any Rock Band in the apartment because downstairs neighbors. Sweet Sweet Galaxy is your favorite? Yeah, there's a stage in Mario Kart 8 that's set here, or at a place that's very similar to it. It's a really cool level. You like go riding through the fudge. Oh no! So I think this level does the 4-stage level design. They got the whole cookie cutter things you have to move through. We've seen it a couple ways here. Oh. Glad they brought this song back. Ugh. Yeah, they're really good. No! Oh, gee, Jiminy Christmas. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can do like guitar and singing, but drums, like, it's not gonna happen. Wilson. It's the best band. I think that Mitomo recently asked me who my favorite band was, and I said the Black Mages. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. At least this game's pretty kind with checkpointing, especially in the levels where you can fall to your death. Cass, I don't remember. Do you have Mitomo? If you have Mitomo and want to add me, think you just have to be mutual followers on Twitter. I've just been following everybody who follows me on Twitter so I can get that sweet Miitomo goofy social network action. Get my Nintendo points, you know. Oh shit! No! Ugh. Whew. Clutch recovery. Do you have Miitomo on your phone, the Nintendo social network thing? You get points for your My Nintendo account, answer silly, probably marketing-focused questions. You're a Miitomo. Get to hear the little characters read everything off in a bizarre, ultra-fast Microsoft Sam voice that makes Andrea really uncomfortable. You're great, Calvin. It's worth looking up. It's on iOS and Android. I like it. Got a new galaxy. Yeah, I'd prefer to do it on a website too. I also like it to move a little bit faster. Like it doesn't cache enough of the activities client side. It like waits to communicate with the server every time instead of just letting you like a rapid fire answer some of the questions. It's cool. It's not a game per se. It's more like Nintendo's take on Facebook, which that sounds horrible, right? But the thing that I like about it is that it's kind of like OkCupid, and that rather than just letting you share whatever you want, it asks you questions. So you get to talk about some pretty unique stuff, you know. Because if you're trying to find out more about your friends on something like Facebook, you're limited to what they actually opt to share. But in Miitomo, it might say, "What's your favorite food?" or "What'd you do last weekend?" or, you know, "What's your least favorite band?" Just goofy shit like that. So I know some cool stuff about like my sister-in-law and my sister and some of the folks on Twitch because of Miitomo. Aw, that's how I met Andrea, actually. OkCupid's the shit. That was a cool level. Having to jump over the little electric thing. Ah! Like how they show you the path of this thing, too. Oh, you can fall. Oops, I should have seen the black hole and posited that. The first Mario game you 100%ed Saturn. I think I 100%ed this too. I can look at my save file. I'm not sure if it got saved. Like, it's like, right before the Wii U came out, my Wii got bricked and I had to send it in to be fixed. And I think they lost all my save files. So I don't think I have my save anymore, unfortunately. But I did 100% this when I played it off stream around when it first came out forever ago. To walk off of it and then back on it to trigger it. Yes. Probably should have done this first. We can ride that over. Only good game left for the original Wii. To look at my library to see what like really awesome titles I've got. I guess I've got Twilight Princess for Wii, but it wasn't really intended as a Wii game. Yeah, the 64 had probably the lowest quantity of quality titles compared to any other system. Well, maybe you could argue the GameCube. I guess the 64 and the GameCube are both pretty light. But the games that were on there that were good were really good, and like good enough, I think, to warrant owning the systems. Hey guy from YouTube! Let me guess, are you from YouTube? Happy Wednesday. Or Thursday, depending on where you're living. Let's go do... Yeah, and well, that's one of the cool things. There's cool just like level design space in Mario Galaxy that it's harder to justify in some of the other Mario games where you could make a level, a tiny planet that's like, you know, a fifth the length of some of the other levels, or make one really big sprawling one. I think that the creator gets away with doing that in Mario 3D Land and 3D World. 3D Land was a treat to play. We did that as part of the 24-hour Mario stream that we did last December, I think it was. I had never played Mario 3D Land before for the 3DS, and I had a lot of fun with it. It's a really good game. Recommend it if you have a 3DS. Some really fun, clever level design in that. Oh shit! 8-Bit Nate. I think someone else has referenced me to 8-Bit Nate before. Cool. Oh, good seeing you. Good show, scoring the username too. Can we kill these guys traditionally? Oh, I have to hit them into the hole, maybe. Or do I have to kill all of these things to progress? Bonk. Don't think I can spin attack the bob-ombs. Oh, maybe I need to lure the bob-ombs into the cages? Or not, bullet bills, I'm sorry. Mario meme. Whee! Oh, maybe not then. My bad. There's another YouTuber with the 8-bit name. Baby Bowser or Koopalings? Were the Koopalings in Mario Galaxy 2? Or am I making that up? Megaleg. I don't think I've seen the Juggernauts before. Jugger more nuggets. You mean like a new one for 3DS, or like the trilogy compilation, Wilson? The trilogy compilation is really nice. I remember playing this game not too long after I had played Shadow of the Colossus for the first time, so this is really cool. It's basically a Shadow of the Colossus style boss fight, but with Mario. And lots of cool design space in this game. For levels, costumes, all kinds of stuff. I figure Mario really doesn't have that much in his toolbox. Jump and spin in this one. And they managed to make a lot of clever levels, even just based around that. The newest one? I haven't seen it. Right. Da-da-da-da. Wait. Almost da-da-da-da. God. Yeah, so this world is very much representative of that 4-stage design process, right? We learned about the whole bullet bill thing early on, not related to a boss fight. Then we had the boss fight part of it, where we had to lure a bullet bill to progress, and now we're doing it where we have to lure a bullet bill into the same part of a rotating cage, and it regenerates over time, so you have to be kind of quick about it. I think you only have to land it once, though, once you get it in there. Da-da-da-da. Nice. I think it happens, Wilson. It's tough. It is kind of like... The way I describe it is, you think about like a band, you know, there's this... People have this common opinion that a band's first album is their best album, and they just kind of go downhill from there. And really a good reason for that is that before the band becomes popular, they have like years or decades sometimes to like work on their material and play shitty shows and see what audiences like and don't like, and craft like a perfect first album. But then once that first album's out and they soar into popularity, now they're expected to put out content like once every year or two, and they don't really have the same time to turn it around. The same with like authors. Like, I think that the first 3 books of the Song of Ice and Fire Game of Thrones series, George R.R. Martin was probably working on in relative obscurity for a long time and was able to perfect it over decades. And then when pushed to write more books in the space of like, you know, years, it's much harder to do. I think the same is probably true with video games, that you let an idea percolate for years and sometimes decades about what kind of video game you want to make, and then once you have one out, it's kind of harder to put out a quality sequel at the same time. In that case, no. Phoenix Wright vs. Layton sounds pretty awesome. I like both of those games. Yeah, like, putting something together for the first time and executing it really well is one thing, but, like, keeping it up after that can be hard. Sustaining can be harder than setup sometimes. Anything behind this? New galaxy, that's the only one we can do right now. I guess the other ones unlock when we beat certain levels, rather than being based on number of stars we've collected so far. Space Junk Galaxy, Polestar Path. So we're gonna play Mario Galaxy for another 50 minutes, 5-0. It will return probably next week, I would guess. Keep an eye on the schedule posted below the stream there. We'll be playing a lot of other games, but I'm going to try to have at least one day per week for Mario Galaxy until we beat it, and it coming in just under 30 hours. We'll probably be at it for a few weeks. Pole stars are kind of fun. Got it. Gotta do some gravity shenanigans with them. Whee! 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 Nice chick. We just cancel? Oh, there we go. I think I was stuck on that for a while. I didn't realize how I could cancel. I love these little planetoids that you can jump between. Yeah, it's really nice. There's kind of a class of orchestral video game soundtracks that are kind of boring. Like, there's a lot of Call of Duty style games that go the orchestral route. And the only reason that they're boring is that they're not, you know, melody focused in the way that so many old school video game soundtracks are out of necessity. So it's kind of cool that Koji Kondo can pull off the orchestral sound and still have it feel very melodic. They're fun, and the controls and the camera are generally handled well, given the gravity. Like, it's so hard to appreciate that. It would be much easier to tell if it was bad, you know? But I have to wonder how much iteration and testing they went through to get this game to control right and flow intuitively. There's a lot of, like, cinematography, I would call it, where the game changes camera angle for you rather than you managing it yourself. So I'm sure almost all of that was a result of testing, player feedback. Where should we have more camera control and so on. You asshole spiders. Who does that? Yeah, the fact that it's not Wank for most of the game is kind of a shock. I like how they use the arrows sometimes, and the little triangles on the ground are a conveyance to let you know that it's safe to walk along. So that's another thing they have to be careful of doing, is making it very clear to the player when it's safe to walk off an edge because you're going to stick to it, or when you're going to fall into a black hole. And they use a lot of little techniques in the game to do that. You can see there's kind of like a path here that clearly connects downward beyond just having the little triangles on it. Both of those are key. Captain Toad. What's up, Captain? Da-da-da-da! It's a brave captain of the Toad Brigade. I've already discovered a shortcut to the Power Star. Thanks, Captain Toad. Good looking out, buddy. Ben. Oh, cool. Makes you wonder, like, where does he get some of these level design ideas? Because the level design in Mario Galaxy is very freeform. It's not like, you know, like level design in something like the original Mario Brothers for the NES or Mario World, where there's a finite number of tools in the belt that you can work with. Or even in like Mario Maker. So, you know what, we're just gonna have a level where platforms appear and disappear as you move forward and away from them. We're just gonna create new physics and new mechanics to make it happen. To be a fly on the wall in the planning rooms for this game, kind of game, you know, really cool. Little pizzas. P-I-Z-Z-A. Gotta go back. Maybe walk back, some kind of caveman. I think it's a little easy to get like immersed in a game in a way that makes you jaded about level design and cool game mechanics. Where you're just like, yeah, whatever. It's a level where platforms start appearing in front of me and disappear behind me, whatever. That's cool, I guess. I gotta get this star. You don't even notice it. Think about, like, what would it have taken for you to come up with that idea? What is this backtracking shit? This game is trash. Oh, this game's awesome. New challenger has appeared. Rolling Green Galaxy. Oh, cool. I think I remember this one. They did a level like this in Wind Waker, I think it was, where you use the Deku Leaf. Yeah. Oh god, when did Mario Galaxy come out? If Nintendo does one thing remarkably well, it's polish. I think that like the kings of polish, the kings and queens of polish are Nintendo, Blizzard, Valve, and Square. Sometimes they make games that aren't super great, but they're always polished, I think. Get on the ball. Hold the Wiimote straight up. Okay. Not gonna use a little Wiimote condom. 2007. Oh my god, this game's almost 10 years old. That's terrifying. Oh! Yeah, so like a lesser, like early third-party Wii game would require a lot more precision from the player on the Wiimote, but this is just enough to be challenging without feeling like... Because the thing you want to avoid with motion controls is feeling like you told the character to do something and they didn't do what you told them to do because the controls were wonky. That's the Kinect problem, right? How many stars are in the game, Chaos? Like, what's the minimum to beat it? Oh no! Yeah, this is basically Super Monkey Ball, isn't it? Super Monkey Ball Mario Golf. Oh no! Whew. It's also extremely forgiving, as you saw there. A lesser game would have made me fall off the edge there when I approached that close, but this one gave me a chance to recover. They could have coded this so it was really brutal that if you just barely touched an edge, you would just fall automatically. It's more interesting to let the player have the close call and then recover from it, you know? I think than just guarantee death if you kind of bump into an edge and release bit. Yeah, we'll see Calvin. She's pretty busy lately, so... Maybe, but I can't promise anything. I was mentioning earlier that this is a perfect kind of game to play with someone who's not as into gaming as you are, or someone who's very young, for example. Like if you have like a 5-year-old nephew or niece or sister or brother or child. I highly recommend Mario Galaxy as like a master apprentice game. I would love to see that become a genre, really, like games that are designed to be played by like, you know, a mother and her son or whatever. Basically someone who's super skilled at games and someone who's not at all skilled, and then like slowly blur those lines as the game progresses. That would be tons of fun from a co-op perspective. Hey Burner, how you doing? 60 minimum, I see. I think that might approach though, we'll see. Some of the levels can be pretty long. And it gets a bit trickier later on too. Battlerock Barrage, why is this level seared into my mind? That's usually not a good thing. Games that I played a long time ago, I tend to just have some of the like highlights in my memory. I don't really remember the main parts of it. So it's mostly like the really cool parts and the parts that I was stuck on forever. Hopefully it's the former, not the latter. So, I like this theme a lot. That is a cool stage. Oh, it feels so good to jump between these and stick to them. Purple coin comet is challenging. Yeah, really great theme in this one. It's way more epic than is necessary in a Mario game. That was pretty cool. Yeah, there's something very satisfying about moving between these little, like, metal planetoids. I'm trying to think of other games that are like that, you know? Where there's just a mechanic in the game that's really satisfying to execute. And it's mostly just because of the polish with which they animate everything. I think like the Batman Arkham Asylum games are a good example of that. The combat in that game feels really satisfying to do. Combat in like Diablo 3 feels really satisfying compared to say Diablo 2 because of how much work they put into screen effects. Sweet music, that could be it. Hopefully. This is a pretty good stage to have a co-op partner on too, because there's a lot of starbits to pick up, and they can like I think they can stun all of these little bullets that come out. Rocket balls. Ouch. No! Get the coins, you bastard! Probably good to skip that for now. Drink. More bullet bills. Probably we have to track from the bottom, right? This is very limited to do this. There they are. What's up, dudes? I like how there's enough cages that if, for whatever reason, you forgot that mechanic, figure it out pretty quickly. It's almost impossible for them to not hit the cages here. Enter the Gungeon? What kind of game is it? What Propagable said if it's on the subblock, at the minimum. Come here. Let's go. I guess that doesn't take us forward. Interesting stuff. Maybe we have to blow all these up. Or we could go against that wall. No, I don't think that's correct. Let me die. Well, I know Binding of Isaac, so is it a what should I call it, a roguelike? Haven't played Nuclear Throne. I think I got a code for it at TwitchCon. It's gotta be just for fun, right? Where do I go next, though? Oh, well, there's a star right there. I forgot it was there. Okay. Question asked and answered, Your Honor. Oh, cool. Come on. There we go. Da-da-da-da. Ben is sitting between Andrea and the webcam. He's just kind of staring me down. Now he's cleaning himself. So when I call attention to him...
Can you see him?
Yeah, just barely. No, it's good.
Hi there. I know you're so hungry.
Why isn't he feeding me? Notice he never asked you to feed him.
Doctor. Oh, his eyesight's still working.
Bye, Ben. Oh, good timing on the cat cam. It cut out right when he walked away. Alright. I increased the timer on that to like 30 seconds, by the way. No!
He's back.
You can reproc it if you want.
Who's surprised? Yeah, he's just standing there before.
Okay. I do like games that reward continual progression. So, like, I really enjoyed that about Darkest Dungeon. That no matter what is going on, you're always making some progress. Space junk. Let's do another Battlerock. That sounds fun. See if we can do that purple coin level I was talking about. That may be the source of my non-clinical PTSD. God, I can't talk today. Breaking into the Battlerock. I think I remember this one being kind of cool. It might actually be remembering those little metal discs at the beginning and it being kind of cool to jump between them. I like how you have to do different things on them each time, and this time you're not collecting the little blue sling stars. Ooh, what's the bombs? That's cool. That's a fun mechanic. And before you're a fun mechanic. Ah! I want to use... Oh, the bob-bombs respawn. Okay. Good to know. It looks like they last forever, though, so... It feels much more dangerous jumping when you're holding a bomb like that. You have quite the control. You can do all the crazy backflips and shit without throwing it. Whee! There's just like cool little molecule here. Whatever. No reason for it. It just looks cool. Oh, I probably don't have enough star bits because I didn't do everything on the previous planet area. Maybe I can get one by busting up these knot chops. That's pretty forgiving. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. I love that movie. Talk about Kevin Conroy being the best Batman. Can't forget Adam West. You know, Adam West was in an episode of Batman the Animated Series. He played a guy who starred on a TV show that Bruce Wayne watched as a kid that inspired him to become Batman, called The Grey Ghost. Really good episode, as like almost every episode of that show. What's the computer the Hawk Puppet website uses? Does it have something to do with Hawk? Is it a joke? Is it like airy? Hawklava.
Baklava, like baklava.
Yeah.
Not baklava.
God. Marstead. Jeez. Dumbass.
Yes, sir, you come and get it.
No, we could get a baklava. Oh, I thought you got that for lunch tomorrow. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Ben, what are you doing? He's rubbing his face on the microphone stand. Sorry if you hear some rumbling noises. This is the ammo depot, not a garbage dump. What do people think they can just toss their trash here and magically disappear? Ben, I'm gonna spritz you. If you're gonna do something adorable, at least do it on camera.
Poor Ben.
Rubbing
It's
his
like a
face.
child star. You're gonna do something cute, do it on camera.
Well, he's just like making this loud, like, crunkling noise on the microphone. Yeah, I seem to remember being stuck on this for a while. Let's see. Come on, can we blow it up sooner? Ah! I had that! Gotta be kidding me. I was looking forward to a exclamation point first try. There's an even harder version of it later. You gotta do it faster. I'm just gonna put all the trash back since you weren't quick enough. I guess the shtick is like finding the optimal places to land everything, right? Because you pretty much only get each bomb twice. It almost takes the full 15 seconds for it to blow up. Oh shit, I might be pushing it. Took the damage. Yeah, if it had like 1 second more, maybe. It's doable though.
Hey, Dylan.
What's up?
Do you know what a trans-uranium element is?
An element that has an atomic number higher than uranium?
Yes.
Woo! I guessed correctly.
I just learned this.
Oh, there's a first try sub-emote, Calvin? Cool.
How did you know? You know what trans means?
Yes.
Above?
Beyond. Usually.
Transgendered is a much cooler word now.
Alright, let's do the other. Oh, that was a bonus star. Interesting. Does the game ever highlight some of those extra stars, or is that just one that would have been highlighted if I had continued progressing and like gotten to the third one? I don't think there's anything that's like really secret on the hub. Will eventually point you towards all the stars you can collect, right? Excuse me. I love Mario's little proud like stance he does when he lands on a planet. Is that gonna cut it? Blast radius on the bob-omb pretty large. Good enough. That was good enough. So a question mark? I see. Sure. Oh, that thing stays open. You don't have to feed him again. Today I learned. That's good. I love how forgiving that is. I think there's like some kind of magnetic property on that cage. I like the whole portal funneling thing in Portal 2. Sparing you hassle. Name of the game. Let's all go to the lobby. Not that way! That's the wrong lobby, Mario. There you go. Whew. Yeah, I think that's very reasonable. I do like the Rainbow Star. Remember when they first... Did anyone have a Wii before they released the Wiimote condoms? I remember getting a bunch of, like, wrist straps in the mail, and also a bunch of condoms, because they were worried about getting sued from all those videos of people, like, throwing their Wiimote and it landing in a TV, hitting someone in the face. They started adding way more of the little, like, warning sequences before games started, like, make sure you play in an open space. Please don't kill people when you play Mario Galaxy. That would be a bummer. Hey, Indignify, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. Cool. Yeah, I was in lunch night. Myself. I waited in line at GameStop for it. Mostly so I could play Twilight Princess, but I was really excited about it in general. Yeah, it's very cathartic, Saturn, I agree. Wait, really? Did I just, like, fail to hit the thing? Hold on. Day it came out at Walmart? Nice. Yeah, it was me camping out at GameStop. Managed to avoid, because when it first came out, it was like the Tickle Me Elmo, or Cabbage Patch Kid of its day. It was the rare toy that every parent was trying to find. Nintendo did a really good job marketing it and kind of doing that artificial scarcity thing. Probably a different way for me to get up there, huh? Forgot to waggle. Yeah, Wii's a pretty good Netflix box. Wii U's pretty convenient for the gamepad. Maybe it's intentional that I'm not able to jump on top. Let's try going in the pipe real quick. Whee! Not like just declaring the name of the console. I'm having a good time. Probably need to throw it at that thing. Can we, like, hit these things with star bits? Oh, they make coins. That's cool. I've seen those little golden rivets all over the place. I didn't realize what they did. Oh, that's cool. What a neat little level. Again, to be on a fly on the wall in the design room when they came up with this. There's going to be these two cannons on opposite sides, and you have to shoot the thing in the center. I thought I was supposed to avoid this at first. That was incorrect. Good enough. Alright. Waggled immediately. The game has trained me. That was pretty awesome. Alright, another bomb. We probably have to carry it now. Yeah, so this is the 4-stage level design. You know, they introduced the bomb mechanic early on. It's pretty easy, and as you get to the very end, it's the trickiest, because now you have to carry it for exactly as long as it's fused through a bunch of very dangerous hazards along the way that would cause it to explode prematurely. Oh, I'm not supposed to do that. Okay, well, that makes sense. There's a thing you have to do that's like that in Final Fantasy X that's really huge pain in the ass with Waka. Japanese-speaking fly on the wall. Hey, thanks for the follow, Indignify. I appreciate that. It's good to have you. Anybody else new popping around? Hey, I'm trying to beat every awesome game ever made live on Twitch. Monday through Friday we're playing cool games like Mario, Zelda, Metroid, Final Fantasy, Dark Souls, Dead Space. Be doing some Skies of Arcadia next week. Link Between Worlds tomorrow. It's a Bravely Second. I'm really excited for it. Doing the launch tomorrow night at midnight Eastern, 9 Pacific. I think we can still get the last star here. Let's go for it. There might still be more stars than that. But if you're just here for Mario Galaxy, that's totally rad. It will be back at least once a week until we beat it. So check the schedule below the stream to see when it will be on again. Topmaniac and a Topman tribe. Now there must be a different purple coin there. What's the translation on that, Akifo? Highlight it and throw it into Google Translate. Been getting spoiled by Bravely Default being playable mostly left-handed. I've been able to like use time during cutscenes to Google stuff. Not so easy with a Wii game. This is awesome. I love that we have the 3D version of this guy. See what happens, Monty? It's fun, isn't it? Nice. Or we went to the Zelda Symphony this year. They had messages from Miyamoto and Koji Kondo and Miyamoto, and it was really cute. They're all saying stuff like that. I hope you enjoy the music. When we created Legend of Zelda, it was very challenging only having a few instruments to work with. So we wanted to create a sound that had a feeling of adventure. We hope that you feel the adventure tonight with the Zelda Symphony. So thanks Koji Kondo. I will feel adventure. Yeah, Undertale Genocide very likely next week while Andrea's at her conference. I'm going to try to run it after normal stream hours some nights, so definitely not Monday. I already run pretty late on Monday for Subblock. Pretty wiped out, but maybe like Wednesday, maybe after Mario Maker on Wednesday. We'll go from like Mario Maker's wrap up until we finish Undertale Genocide. Oh, cool, Chaos. How long of a drive is it to Salt Lake City? Oh, shit! Yeah, that's one where I wasn't sure if I could walk off the ledge. Should have been paying closer attention. Hey, Trickster Chris. How you doing? Merry Wednesday. Day of Odin. The fact that they give me that makes me worry that I actually need it. So I can't go down there. What does this Luna say? Probably something important. Hit them with something to cut off the power. Get me out of here. I'm gonna see if I can see what power line it's referring to. Oh, is it just this guy that we have to swing into him, maybe? Top. Good choice. This game's really cool. I like it quite a bit. No, that doesn't work. I can't go along the edge. I guess I can use this to pick up some more star bits. 6 hours and 30 minutes. Is that for the 100% speed run, Trickster, or is that like an any percent run? I can try pulling into it here, maybe. We can try like star bidding it too. It's the whole point of them being a top that we can knock backwards, right? To spin into the spinny guy? Okay, let's try. There we go. Thank you. Appreciate the help and Dignify. I was kind of confused on what they wanted me to spin into. Yeah, it's cool. Generally, not a big deal, but I'll ask for tips if I'm stuck. Try to figure it out for a little bit. I'll make us kind of an exception, though. If I have the right idea, I'm just not executing it correctly. Doesn't happen in a lot of games. Usually they're pretty good about telling you, like, visually whether you're, especially in like Mario Galaxy, whether you're doing it right or wrong. It's like my big example. Oh, this is cool. Nice. Switch the gravity. Big example is if there's a part in Metroid Prime when I was playing that on stream where like I shot a missile at a gate, but I missed it by like a pixel or something, and the gate didn't open. So I just assumed, oh, I guess that thing isn't hittable with missiles, and just ended up wasting the next 30 minutes walking around trying to find a different exit. If you notice me do that, go ahead and speak up without me asking for a hint. I will appreciate the help. But yeah, in general, I'll try to figure stuff out on my own. Good night. Sleep well. Nice meeting you, Dignify. I'll see you next time. Whack these guys. Jump? Nope. Not jump. Now jump. Whee! I thought Flood was less confusing. Really? It's kind of stuck around since then, though, hasn't it? Like, air stalling is basically the same thing. Guess you actually need it quite a bit in this, but you don't really need it in the new Super Mario Brothers games. Yeah. No, it's tough. It's kind of harder to notice stuff too when you're streaming, just because your attention is necessarily split. But it's still nice to try to figure something out. Yeah, it's satisfying. Ha 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 ha. Look at that conveyance. You see how the ones that are in danger of crushing you against the wall are all broken up and there's little broken tiles on the bottom? It's pretty good conveyance. These two. Thank you, Trickster. I've seen these things before. I just like run up to him and jump on his head. I can. With relative ease. Makes crushing rocks seem such a breeze. We got like caution striping and everything. Best kind of conveyance. Don't question it. Everything in Mario is based on the "is it cool" rule. Like, would it be cool if there were these like crushing pillars that smash into each other? Then that's how it is. The machine is not used for anything. I have Trickster Chris, but I beat it like when it came out 9 years ago, so I don't remember a lot of the specifics of the game. Like any of the particular solutions, puzzles, for example. Maybe some of the boss fights. Yeah, so they teach you about these top enemies, and you learn about it. Count on you using it more regularly against enemies. So that guy gives items, neither of which I need, so I'm just gonna skip it for now. It's used for Mario crushing. That's why they built that machine. Yeah. Generations. Ow. Nice. Super tough. It's like playing Pogs all over again. Although I owned Pogs as a kid, I don't think I knew anyone who actually played Pogs. You're supposed to use this like slammer thing and knock them around, because it depended on which side they landed up. Pretty much everyone just collected them. I think so, yeah. The really hard stuff that I had to attempt many times. When I played it off Twitch, I 100%ed it, so some of those missions stick it on my brain. Sort of like the one blue coin mission on the thing that's shaped like Luigi in Mario Sunshine. Particularly brutal. No, I haven't beaten Doom yet. That would actually be a blind playthrough for me. I've played like the first 20 minutes of Doom several times, but never really got far into it. Daredevil comets in orbit. I like Daredevil, I like comets. You had 2 complete Hardy spaceships applied? Cool. I remember there used to be like a POG booth at the local mall. Like, I hated going to the mall, but it was the one reason if I was getting dragged along. I can go to the POG booth. Check out their sweet slammers. Haha, very good. Well, I think the last... How long is the original Doom? It's less than 30 hours, right? Oh, this thing only get 1 hit point. Okay. So I think it's the same boss fight, but I'm not allowed to fuck up. Do I get any continues, at least? Or do I have to come back later? Okay, at least I get continues. Let's go. Try not to screw it up this time. Marginally better job of not screwing it up this time. So Daredevil means you can't get hit, right? It does take a while to load. I like Miitomo a lot, enough to know that I'm excited for them to optimize it a little bit, but that is kind of an issue at the moment. I mentioned almost all of the stuff in there is like handled server side. They don't really top or load anything on the client side and let it build for a bit. So you have to wait for it to finish connecting. The tops on the sides can't hurt me. Never mind, if you jump on their spiky heads, they do. We'll get it this time. But now I know. Okay, yeah, that could work. The last under 30-hour game vote ended up, like, the auction went to like 1,800 sphere points, so you won't even need to get 3,000. These things just stun you. I can probably kill them and not have to worry about them anymore. Yeah. I guess Nintendo's policy on that is that, like, with Miitomo you have to add your friends and confirm them, so it's not their business to step in and censor. It's not like a public forum like Beaver's is. Definitely have some bad words in some of my Miitomo answers. No, you don't lose money if you go to stores. Which is like a real auction where the winner actually spends any money. Ow. Got it, just in time. Looks like he always gets knocked back close to the center when you hit him on the wall, so you want to get away from there. Oh, I got robbed there. Oop. Like the key with a lot of Mario boss fights, the ones that end in 3 hits, is to just end it as soon as possible. It's like, you know, Boom Boom in Super Mario Bros. 3. Just jump on his head, and as soon as he comes out of his spike phase, jump on his head immediately. Don't let him get up and fly around. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that's totally reasonable, Sir Anderson. Alright, I didn't even notice that I had a Bowser Galaxy. I think we'll do this last Bowser level. Bowser Star Reactor, and then we'll do a sign off for the night. Right, so you bid for the slot to add the game, but then everybody still has to vote for it, so there's not like any one person can earn enough points to single-handedly see a game played on stream without plugging points at it for a really long time. So like, I think Mario Galaxy got added to the voting spreadsheet like 6 months ago maybe, and it's only just now won the vote. You know, it takes a while, and that's been with a couple people behind it throwing votes at it. I think that we've got critical mass of viewers now that it's difficult for one person to totally dominate now. Is that just a redone version of the flood nozzle? I think it is. It's funny. I love the Road to Bowser theme, Saturn. Craigasm indeed. Check out the arrows. Thank you. I wonder why now they had to have someone tell us about the gravity. Felt like the arrows were conveyance enough. Oh, what's different about Mario Galaxy 2's version? This one's pretty close to the Mario 64 rendition. Let's see. Yeah, those are just flood nozzles. It's fun. I wonder if they actually started from the same, like, model from Mario Sunshine. What's up, buddy? Yeah, you're mad. This is cool. Pretty classic thing to happen on the way to Bowser too, right? Don't triple jump, Mario. God. Overachiever over here. Causing me troubles. It's actually, it controls really, really intuitively. Believe it or not. Like walking around planets and stuff, it controls exactly the way you would expect it to, which probably took a lot of iteration and testing to get right. Perspective is the shit. That game's awesome. That game was just making me smile. Every single puzzle that I solved just made me grin bigger. Oh, he does little shockwaves when he jumps. That's pretty cool. To have him jump on something in this one, do I? This isn't the Mario 3 boss fight, or is it? Maybe it is. Got these little glass orbs you can try to lure him to. Yes, we do. Context sensitive. I don't know if we can grab his tail or what. Pretty fun mechanic, I like it. No! I actually end up not looking at Mario very much in this game now that I think about it. The way I do it is I kind of like picture where Mario must be, and I kind of keep track of his model in my peripheral vision. I just focus on the other stuff in the environment that I need to interact with. 3 hits, right? That's how it works with Mario bosses. This music is super sweet. Shockwaves. I tried watching where your butt's going, Bowser. That might save you some trouble in the future. Get away from me, isn't he? Right. That feels pretty good. Yeah, the camera is really, really good at this game. I think this game wouldn't work if the camera wasn't as micromanaged as it was by the developers. This game's at its weakest when levels have camera issues, and it's actually, on the whole, done pretty well, I think. Cool, let's grab this Power Star. We'll see if we can find somebody else who's streaming Mario Galaxy or some other Mario game. Probably my best chance at finding someone streaming a Mario game is going to be Mario 64, right? Not a lot of people doing like Sunshine or on Twitch anyway. Oh, there is somebody doing it. There's new Wii U controller hype. We're going to throw a host over to this person who's also doing Galaxy. Let me pop in here so I can save. It's an update on the schedule coming up for the rest of the week and next week. Nope, we'll be bringing it back next week. So tomorrow we're going to be playing the Bravely Second demo in anticipation for the midnight release of the game tomorrow. We'll also be doing some Zelda Link Between Worlds once we wrap the demo up. Friday is going to be Bravely Second. Next week, expect to see a combination of the following games on some days. We're doing Subblock on Monday, more Super Mario Galaxy. You can check the schedule to see when it will be on. We'll be doing the Undertale Genocide run, Skies of Arcadia, possibly some Ogre Battle 64, some more Mario Maker next Wednesday, and some more Zelda Link Between Worlds. And if we can fit it in, depending on what goes on with the stream on Friday, probably some more Bravely Second and Layer. It's going to be a pretty packed week. And I'll try to have that all updated in the schedule around Monday once we see what's going on. So thanks everybody. We're going to throw a host over to person streaming Mario Galaxy, JTS0524. Pop over there, say hello, throw them a follow, boost the numbers for a bit, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for the Bravely Second demo and for some Zelda Link Between Worlds for the 3DS. Good night, everybody.